Okay, good morning. It's Monday, September 2nd, Labor Day, and I'm out here laboring away on the 92 Ford pickup body. I've got it pretty much stripped as far as I needed to go. It's been quite the journey. The tailgate obviously is steel. It's been repaired and stripped, and the body is SMP or FRP, fiberglass reinforced plastic. Basically it's the same thing a Corvette's made out of. And as you can tell by looking at it, there's a million styling edges and curves and contours, and the paint had to come off, and consequently, being as it's plastic, most of this was done by hand with a sanding block. Believe it or not. And all these different colors you're seeing here, that are the fiberglass sheet itself is not perfectly flat like a metal body would be, and that's what you end up getting. Bodywork up here has been done. This is going to be wrapped with a bed liner on the top into the bed, obviously all the way around. The style line will be wrapped in the bed liner. And after I prime the tailgate, the bed liner will continue here on this top detail. And this piece will all be bed liner. So the truck will look like it's got a tonneau cover on it. So what I've done now is I've just got done mixing up the primer. I just had it on the shaker for about 10 minutes or so. This is what I'm using. I've been using this for years. This is what's on my Dodge. This stuff lives and stands up to the weather down in South Florida, so I haven't changed the products that work. Okay, so I'm going to wash this thing down and put some primer on it. Here's the gas doors, are all stripped. I stripped this all down with 180 and 220 grit sandpaper. Okay, so I'm going to go out there and prime it, and I'll be back after I get it primed. There's bodywork on both lower panels, obviously up on top of the bed liner. And this, unbeknownst to me, I just showed my neighbor today. He came over here, was asking about it. I said, oh, that was all damaged there. So he didn't even know about that. He bought the truck used, I think a year old. So I'm gonna go mix up some primer and squirt this thing. I'll be back. And for any of you that don't know, my shop here runs completely off of my solar panels. So this is totally done with renewable energy. Anybody that watches the channel will know that. Anybody new watching this probably doesn't know that. And then out here, in my spare time, I put up a Harbor Freight garage kit, and I started putting some lights in here, and I'm going to turn this into a portable spray booth to paint this truck in. So there'll be more coming on this. Okay, I'll be back in a little while. I'm going to roll some of this outside that I can get outside and get this thing primed up. Just one step closer. I'll be back. Okay, here it is. It's all in primer. 2 coats on the tailgate, which is sufficient. This stuff is very, very thick. It's a primer filler, primer surfacer. We've got 2 coats on the bed. Strip the gas doors. 2 coats on those. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. That's about 1:30. I'm going to take the rest of the day off here for good behavior. Next, I'll spray a guide coat on here and sand this and prep it to get it ready for paint and receive the bed liner. So that's the Labor Day update on the 92 Ford pickup that I'm doing a complete restoration, paint and body wise, for my neighbor. This is payback for him building out the interior of my grouse. My lights are working out pretty good. I put up. Okay, so there you have it. She's in primer, ready for the next step. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. I'm gone.